Well, at this moment, Iran is moving closer to further enriching uranium, despite that deal they made to limit the expansion of its nuclear program, at least a temporary deal. We'll tell you what Iran is doing now and what response we can expect from the White House.
Wow.
And a Fox News alert, Iran is blasting open an atomic-sized loophole and expanding its nuclear program, despite that deal they made that actually eased sanctions on them. Welcome to a brand new hour inside America's Newsroom. I'm Jamie Colby, and I'm in for Martha McCallum today.
I'm Greg Jarrett in for Bill. Iran announcing a new generation of new equipment to enrich this uranium while getting around a deal with the Obama administration to limit expansion of its nuclear program.
And Iran is claiming that the equipment is just in the testing stage and not yet operational, but it does raise serious questions about the nuclear deal that eases sanctions and what kind of response we're going to see from the White House. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry is taking a look at that for us live in Washington. Ed, good morning. Great to have you here. Boy, I don't know if we should be surprised or not, but it does seem to be a setback for the administration, who had touted this deal as tremendous progress just last month.
Good morning. That's right. Good morning, Jamie. You're right that this is going to put new pressure on the president, Secretary of State John Kerry, who negotiated this nuclear deal with Iran. Basically, you've got Iran's nuclear chief today boasting that they're building a whole new generation of centrifuges for uranium enrichment. Now, you have to remember the nuclear deal does allow them to develop new centrifuges, but for 6 months they're not supposed to bring these into operation. And the Obama administration has pushed back on previous concerns that maybe Iran was wiggling out of the deal by saying that these kinds of comments are just playing to a domestic audience. There's been a lot of pressure in Iran from the hardliners saying, why are you talking to the U.S. and their allies? And the suggestion from the administration has been they're just going to, put out this kind of rhetoric, but they're going to stick to the actual nuclear deal and make clear that they're not developing nuclear weapons. But you can bet there's a lot of critics here in the U.S. and in Israel who are going to raise new questions about whether this deal is worth anything at all, Jamie.
Right, an already tense relationship we have with Israel right now, the White House and Netanyahu. And the president has faced some opposition also from Democrats on this deal.
Jamie, you're right. That's the key here, is that it's not just the president's traditional Republican critics on Capitol Hill who have been pushing him to institute new sanctions against Iran. You have people like Bob Menendez, a Democrat from New Jersey. He's a very powerful chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's joined other top Democrats like Chuck Schumer in saying, okay, continue to talk to Iran, see if this deal works. But in the meantime, push some new sanctions, have them ready to go, pass that on Capitol Hill. So if Iran backs out of this, you'll be ready with these tough new sanctions. The president, you'll remember, at his news conference before he went to Hawaii, insisted these sanctions are not needed. Take a listen.
I think the politics of trying to look tough on Iran are often good when you're running for office or if you're in office. But as President of the United States right now, who's been responsible over the last 4 years with the help of Congress in putting together a comprehensive sanctions regime that was specifically designed to put pressure on them and bring them to the table to negotiate.
So that's the president's case. But the bottom line is an increasing number of critics, again, not just on the Republican side, but in his own party, are suggesting, especially with these new comments from Tehran, that maybe this deal is not going to stick, Jamie.
Yeah, sanctions on one side that we know worked, a deal where they may be pushing the envelope a little bit. Keep an eye on it for us. We don't know what their plans are. Thanks so much.
Thank you.